Okay, hello everyone. I think I'm back after 2 months or something more. I'm not sure. I will see it once I finish the video. I want to tell you some very, very bad news and some other news. Yeah, the one that is very, very bad is seen here. There was a closing of positions that caused me losses of 264 USDT. And the reason for this is not my fault, it's from UTrading. So I usually provide them some feedback in anything that I see, and once I told them that their conditions for selling were not working properly, because it should be on February, because the bot, even though there was or and condition for selling, once I closed up, it says none, so I was not using it. So I gave the feedback on 12th of February, and then when I woke up in the morning, I saw this loss 2064. I complained to them. I sent many screenshots and discussions and everything and how I saw it. They told me that they are offering what they're offering. Yeah, they're offering 500 UGAs. So yes, they said, we understand your concern. Please note that the loss you mentioned. Okay, so where is their first? The first one was from the other guy, so it was with Andy, and then I forwarded everything to Bruce, because Bruce helps more than Andy. I guess they have different responsibilities there. So I was not okay with providing 500 UGAs. That's not the same as 260 something dollars on losing in minus when I was having the DCA entries in all positions. However, at some times of discussion, etc., they offered me the same amount of loss in USDT, in US gas. I was not so happy about it, but I had nothing, no other way to do something, because there's not really an office, and there are not under any regulation or authorities that you can complain for them. So this was only left in their good willing to do something or not. So they provided me 26,000 new gas and more a bit. This amount, and based how my bot uses the gas, this will last to me for 5 years maybe. I really think I should do a video on explaining to you why my bot uses so few UGAS, and you probably, with investing only $100 in UGAS on their own, you might easily achieve 4,000, 5,000, up to 7,000 in profit. Of course, how much profit you will achieve depends how much capital have you put it. So you can take longer time with less capital, or you can have a big amount of capital and it fasten your profits, because the bot uses percentages of the capital to enter into positions while doing the DCA. So this is the bad news. They closed my positions and they only provided you gas. I really thought I should turn this off and not do it anymore, but I invested so much into how I did my strategy, which I have it here in the trading view, that I said, okay, I need to leave it as a hobby in the background and still run it as it goes. So what I did after I closed the positions, I found so yeah, maybe I should tell you why I was such in a big loss. Is that after October, the market was just going down, 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 and as it goes down, I use DCA. I was just buying, buying, and buying. So here you will see the initial buying was around, I'll do it daily because it's too much. So here I bought first, and then the second, and then the third at 3,100. Really, the market didn't move up to use the average. Oh no, I'm sorry, I am in a wrong part of the bot. Yeah, now I have the not copy trading but my normal spot. So I bought here and here and here and here. Here it almost closed. I can tell you it needed only 5 USDT more to sell, and that didn't happen. But then it bought here again and here, and then at the lowest here, and I think my average was somewhere 2,300 something. So somewhere here. So probably I should have a price of selling, the way I use my percentages, of 2,450 or 2,400 something. And they closed when they were doing testing my position here at this day, 13th of February, with a loss of 200 something. I would probably, if not here, sell it here in profit. And because I am now almost all my capital was on it, I think all my capital was on it, because I have 8 buys usually, I would add a bigger absolute amount of profit. But then, yeah, it's good for you to know why this happened. Then what I did is I started copy trading, because I said not everybody has UTrading account, and if somebody wants to follow me directly on Binance, from that day on they can do, and they can see what I buy and sell, yeah, and they can follow. So I think here was the 13th. Yeah, here was the 13th. So after 2 days, then I opened my copy trading, and now I use the same strategy again. But now, instead of just buying in my private Binance, now I have a lead copy trading where others can follow me. And the bot, I can say, have been good. Not the way I really want to be as my my trading view strategy, but it's fine at some point. Why I'm not saying that it's not, as it is my strategy. Here, for example, you have a buy. See the orange. Here is the next buy for the DCA in the blue, and here is the target profit to sell at the green. So 2281. In UTrading, they don't use indicators, or they use it only when they are in the same direction. But the way I use indicators is that I wait for a reverse of indicators, meaning telling that the market is cooling a bit down, and then you sell it. Normally it would have sold here with UTrading. In my case, it didn't sold even up here, and it waited for the market to run up to here. How it does, it uses signals from some indicators that I have. So here, for example, you can be conservative as much as you want. You can put minimum selling signal count of 3 or maybe 2, and if you change to 2, it would have probably sold here. See, it waited a bit. I usually leave it 2 because sometimes see, you might have another buy, so it's better than just to be on the market and not sell it at all. So then another buy happened, and then I sold here. See, so high. The difference between the target profit and the way I use indicators is significant. Here again, yeah, it reached the target profit, but it waited for signals to have a bit reversal. Why I'm telling this is that I want this to be also in UTrading, and in this case you would have much higher profits in the percentage in comparison to just selling at the target profit that they have set up in the strategy. But it's not something that I can force. However, I am telling this to you because it's close. It's not 100% the same, but it's very close to my strategy, the way I am using it, except that I have much more signals and a bit different signals that they have, so indicators. However, it kind of mirrors a bit, and that tells me that I might have a profit on yearly basis of 20%, 25% based on the strategy that I played in the background via TradingView for, I think, from 2020, 2018. And it's higher than any savings account that you might have, but it's not like in leverage because my strategy doesn't use any stop losses. Usually it's a boring strategy, I would say. It's safe, but it's boring. And if you go now to my profile in the publicly trading, you can see the returns and some of my performance indicators. So return on investments for these 68 days is 4%. If you duplicate that, I guess I can reach 20% per year. Very less usage of capital in the down, and Sharpe ratio 2.45, so it means the earning is positive compared to how much money I put in it. Unlucky, I have no copiers at all. I guess people like to see leverage buyings where the profits jump high immediately. That's not something I do, and you can see also here in the description that it uses spot with no stop losses by only benefiting with a down pricing of assets. Mostly I do in Ethereum, and then waits for the price to recover and to sell. I think the trading history is someone here. Buy, sell, and the holdings currently. It's also visible. Anybody who can find me will see this. Since I entered, there is a profit of 20 USDT, and yeah. So this is the idea. You can now also, for those who have Binance, can do direct copy trading of my strategy. The bad thing is, if you found me now on UTrading, this minus losses is so high that nobody would like to follow me. But I cannot delete it because then I will be giving you false information, and that is not something that I want to do. Here I also have no followers. For those who are following, seeing this video, just to let you know that in UTrading, I put the minimum fee possible because UTrading doesn't use percentages of the profit. They just have a fixed subscription fee for any lead trader. To me, I found it very negative, interesting. I want to say stupid, but I don't think it's stupid. But either way, it's not a normal way. You earn based on the profit that you give to your followers and not just the fee. What if I go in minus? Yeah, and they have losses more than that they want to have gains. Just to go to the note, what I want to say. So yes, UTrading closed my positions. The loss is not mine. They were testing. They provided USV, which I was not happy about it. They made my capital to be lowered very much, and because I use percentages, the more capital you have, the more you earn. Now I have to wait way long time for just coming to my neutral position and being 0-0. Good news is now you can also copy me in Binance. I set the minimum percentage for anybody who copies also me there. And one thing that I wanted to show is, yeah, now you can see in Binance the real return. UTrading has some calculations on their own, and if you see, for example, here my performance is 286% for 30 days API, but really this is very, I think, ambiguous a bit, and the real one, this return on investments 3.56, etc. This should be visible to the users and put on yearly basis. So how much you expect for a year to have return based on your strategy. And in Binance, that's something visible very easy. If you go to my page, you will see return of 4.12% for 68 days. Once I reach 90 80 and 365 years for 1 year, you will have a much clearer overview of the returns that you might expect based on my strategy. Okay, so that's it. And I don't know even how to call this video, but I had a very bad experience with them. I'm not saying you should not use the bot. I think bot is not the perfect one, but using their gas fees, it's very low. The good thing is you don't have to pay monthly fees like you would do in TradingView, or I think 3 comma or any other bot that there is in the market. They will charge you no matter how much you trade, so that means you will have to have a very big capital just to be maybe 0 in your profits. And this is the positive side of UTrading. Once you buy their package, which I recommend, is usually this starting package. I forgot where you can find. I think they still have it. You buy 100 USDT equivalent of gas, and based on my strategy, depending on your capital, you can easily be sure to receive 3,000 to 7,000 depending on the market and how much I can. The bot will be available to use the target profit, but of course that will be dependent on your own capital, how much you have it there. In general, I have found the cheapest way, and because the gas never ends, so it doesn't have a deadline, you will always have it there up to the day when you use it all via trading. And for my strategy, only this amount of gas will last years, so I don't have to pay anything monthly. Okay, so that's it. Final words: it's a boring strategy, it's a slow strategy. I do intend to use a leverage of 2x later on, because also just having one more leverage, I can increase that 20 to 25 up to 50% for futures, and the strategy is well secure that it will not liquidate. But that is, I think, for later on, and when I will have a bit doubled my capital. Still is going in my mind, and unfortunately I'm not having much time to test any of the strategy anymore, other than just seeing how it's playing, and it's playing again still very well. But I will have to rerun the testing and use the leverage of 2 as a maximum, just to double my profits. But that is something maybe when I get a bit older and have more time. See you, and in case you want to follow me, my UTrading bot or my Binance, feel free to write on the comments, or I usually publish my reference ID and also my phone number, so you can write me in WhatsApp or Telegram. Final words: I had a big loss. I wanted to stop all of this. Still, I invested so much in this strategy. I think I should keep it running more and more. But now the bot is not telling the reality of my strategy, because it happened that I have a loss now. And to anybody who sees my bot, I wouldn't follow somebody who has this loss. Yeah, you are not aware on the outside why this happened, so I would not follow anybody who has this amount of loss in their bot. Thank you very much, and yeah, I might post another video if something interesting also happens.